Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you're all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today I am in the greatest vehicle I have ever seen in a new update. It is this. This is the amazing Scoopy truck thing that was added in the latest update, and the whole point of this truck is it's so much faster than the original truck, and it's got this big, massive horn thing on the front, and it just scoops cars up amazingly. I've got to say though, there is a limited durability, and I have a feeling we're very close to hitting that, because I can already see huge plumes of smoke billowing out this thing. In fact, it's about ready to die. Here it comes. It's dying. It's dying. Oh god, maybe like one or two more car crashes and this thing is absolutely toast. Oh god, it can barely keep up. It can barely even touch the next car. Let's go in the opposite lane and see how long it takes. Here we go. Hit one car. Hit this truck. Hit that car. Nope, I think it's dying. I think it's dying. It's dead. It's absolutely dead. And now I've got police chasing after me and I've got nowhere to run. That's it. I'm busted. I'm toast. But what I want to do in this video is I want to investigate, is it going to be faster to take an original truck? I'm going to start from around here somewhere, and I'm going to drive all the way around here up to the top, and I'm going to do it in this, and I'm going to do it in a truck, a normal standard truck without the huge massive thing on it, and I'm going to see which one is faster. Is it going to be this one that can chuck cars out the way and is so much faster, but will eventually die if I hit too many cars? Or is the other truck going to end up going past this because this thing blows up and that, you know, this one ends up dying before it finishes the race? I'm very curious to see how the two compare. But before we get into all of that, there's going to be some comments on the screen. These are comments and questions featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments and questions featured, you can leave them in the comments section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter are in the description below. Okay, so as we are in single player, I'm going to use the stopwatch mod, and I'm going to go for the simple airport drag straight away. And I just want to see, in a basic drag race, which one is going to be faster between this and the standard truck. So let's just go along with this. Let's just get a start, and here we go. Let's see what we get. I think the 0 to 60 time on this is going to be pretty fast. 5.1. That's a pretty good 0 to 60 time for a big, massive truck that has a huge amount of weight on the front end of this. This is actually a really quick vehicle. Almost coming up to 100 miles an hour. I don't think we're going to reach that. We're going to get into the 90s, which is really not that bad considering how other cars have fared. 23.4. This actually brings it out to a very close time to what the Penetrator got. And that's a supercar. So that just shows you how fast this thing is. Now let's see what happens if we use a standard truck. So to keep this fair, I'm going to use the Phantom truck, which is basically the stock version of the Phantom thing with the big massive thing on the front of it. Let's see how this turns out. I'm not going to do any revving or anything at the start of this. I'm just going to hit the accelerator and go. Something that I wasn't entirely sure if that was going to affect in the other video, so I'm going to try and do it without this time. Wow, 11.5 seconds 0 to 60. That's pretty much double or half the speed. Yeah, it takes double the time, half the speed, twice as slow, however you want to say it. This is definitely not as fast. And there we go, 28.2 or 28.8 in the end to get that time. That is definitely so much slower than the other type of vehicle. Oh, look, there's a technical here. What's he doing there? Why isn't he despawned? I tell you what, the despawn thing in this game is suddenly like really bugging out. Sometimes I could spawn a car, move 10 feet away and it spawns. Sometimes I could spawn a car that I spawned like... Oh, I know why. It's because Trevor's sitting in it. I was playing with bodyguards earlier. Oh, there we go. There's a bit of a behind the scenes look. Right, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to map and I'm going to go to the Palomino Freeway. And this is going to be a big, long race that's going to take us all the way from... Let's just start this all up again. It's going to take us all the way from here, all the way up to about here somewhere. Right, and let's start. Now, I probably will jump. So I probably will jump cut this as well, because this is probably going to take quite a long time, and you don't really need to see the whole thing, but I'm going to do the whole thing for both of them. The problem with this one is now this one is also a lot slower. 13.3 as well, because we're now going uphill, so this is going to be a lot slower than before. But we also have the issue with cars. Now, this is why I thought this would be quite an interesting race, because it's not a town thing, so there's still a bit of speed that we can get into here. But I have to try and avoid vehicles all the time. So, of course, if I pull in front of that bus, as I just did there, he was trying to pull off, so he's going to hit me, and it's going to cause all sort of issues. How fast are we going right now? 77, 78, 79, 80 miles an hour. We're only now just starting to get into our top speeds, which is definitely a hell of a lot slower than the original Phantom. But when I test it out in a minute with the other Phantom, with the big massive thing on the front, is I'm not going to try and avoid cars. The whole point of that vehicle is that you can drive through them, whereas this one I have to sort of swerve and slow down to avoid them all. That one I'm going to drive straight through. And this is where the other vehicle might get a bit stuck, because as we saw at the start of this video, they do eventually die. They don't have sort of an unlimited thing. Rockstar have made them so they're not completely sort of overpowered and imbalanced, that these things actually have a sort of, you know, a time limit on them. If you crash into them enough, they will die. And I have a feeling that it might die before the end of this race. I'm very curious to see what will happen. And also, I've got to say, we haven't found a vehicle yet that can do the 60 to 120 miles an hour, but I do know that one of the cars that were added in this latest update is so fast that it will probably get a 60 to 100 mile an hour time of like 1 second. It is ridiculous. I would definitely be doing a video on that, because it is probably my favourite and most imbalanced and ridiculous cars in this game. It's just fantastic. So here we are, probably at, I don't know, let's pause it and see where we are. Is this like a halfway point? I'd say we're about halfway right now. And how far are we doing? We're doing 2 minutes and 20 seconds right now, so this is going to be about 4 minutes going up this side. And we haven't managed to go faster than 89 miles an hour, but hopefully on this straight here, that we're losing speed. Why are we losing speed? We're actually I think it's because we were going downhill a bit. We're actually starting to lose speed. I tell you, I don't understand how Rockstar's thing works. Oh, I just let off for a second. Now we're doing 70 miles an hour. Oh, God, I really shouldn't have done that. I should have held it down to make this a bit fairer. Oh, that's a bit annoying. But Rockstar has this thing where, like, the speed just goes back down. I'm not entirely sure how their top speed thing works, because sometimes the car feels like it's going just as fast as before, but the speed goes down. I don't know what's accurate in this thing. But we just come over the 3-minute mark, and we're still going. And obviously, I don't know if these speed strips slow us down. Is it slowing us as it's 83? I don't know. We've got a bit of swerving, which is also affecting our top speed as well. Every time I sort of like nudge the throttle, or the steering wheel rather, it is going to knock our speed down a bit. But I don't think we're going to be beating that 89 miles an hour. We're sort of topping out. That must have been going downhill, because we're topping out at about 85, and now it's just starting to go down like 1 mile an hour every few seconds. Watch out for the bikes. There we go. See, this bit's actually a bit clearer. So this is where we might find that we don't have to crash into enough cars with the other one, and it might actually complete it. But at the start, there is a lot of cars, and actually as we get around here, the cars start to pick up again. But of course, I'm just going to go and take the hard shoulder, and I'm going to not use the hard shoulder with the other truck. I'm going to stick myself to the 2 lanes, so I'm even giving this one a slight advantage by using the hard shoulder. And here we are coming up to the end, right as we pass this petrol station right here, and we are going to get a time of 4 minutes and 19 seconds with a top speed. Oh, we've just going over that 89 miles an hour speed limit. We've just hit 92 going down that tiny little bit there. But that was 4 minutes 19 with the truck. Right. Let's see how the other one fares. So here we are back at the start, and there's some cars coming, so I'm just going to go. And already, the speed of this is ridiculous. It's now overtaken that Sultan already. 5.8 on this uphill. That is a damn good 0 to 60 time, considering we had 13 seconds with the other one. But of course with this one. Also, the other thing is we had to worry about trucks, because trucks, they're a bit tougher. Especially now, because we've got a truck and a bus. Actually, they're 2 trucks. Oh, wow, we managed to get through that easy. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm going to try and drive, like, in the middle of this as much as possible. There we go. I'm not going to go on the hard shoulder at any point. Oh, God, we've got some more big vehicles. Oh, wait, did you see how that bike just flew off? I love hitting the bikes on this thing, because they just fly. There we go. We're actually doing pretty good. 100 miles an hour top speed already. So we are already way faster But of course, damage is not on our side, and this thing might conk out before the end of the race. Because I'm going to try and hit as many cars as possible. So this isn't a completely fair test, I've got to say, because you could probably, I could probably just, avoid a couple of those. I could just use the hard shoulder as the other one. And in fact, this would win if I just used the hard shoulder. But the whole point of this is it has the scoop. I want to see if it's faster whilst scooping. That's the thing that we're testing. Is it faster whilst also crashing into all of these cars? And here's where we're getting stuck, because already... Oh, God. Look, I'm going to try and not hit all of them, maybe. Because it's definitely... I could, utilize it and only crash into the ones where they're blocking both the lane up. But as you can see already, we are starting to get smoke, and our speed is starting to go down. Oh, my God, I love how that bike flies. The speed is starting to go down. We're up to about 90 miles an hour. Actually, it's still doing okay. There we go. Let's join this road here. There we go. I'm going to avoid that bike. There we go. Just let him run his merry way. Wow. Yeah, the speed is very up and down with this thing. But we are currently 2 minutes and 5 seconds in, and I think that we are at the same point again. It might be a close race. It might end up being a close race. I'm very curious. I have no idea. I haven't tested this before. This is my first time running this, so I have no idea what the results are going to be. This isn't set up at all. This isn't planned. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to try and actually just avoid to make this slightly easier on the truck. Because, of course, even with the ramming capabilities, we don't need to on this part because we have 2 free lanes. As I said, I'm still going to use these lanes. I didn't just not use the shoulder. See, now look. I'm going to ram into these because there is nowhere for me to go. There you go. Oh, no. Oh, no, and that was it. And that was it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. It only managed to get there. Oh, God. Right, so let's just say that we probably would have stopped a bit further back, making sure that we hit everyone. I'm now going to try again and only use the 2 lanes, but if I don't have to hit the car, I won't hit the car. Let's see if we can at least finish this thing. Okay, so here we are at the start again. Let's see. See, right now, I would have started like ramming cars or whatever, but I'm actually just going to utilize this free lane and only smash into cars if there's like 2 blocking the lane, then I'm going to actually smash into them. But otherwise, if there is a free space in a lane, I'm going to take it. So here we go. I'm going to smash through these because there's nowhere for me to go. But I'm now going to go back into this lane. See, now I might be able to actually keep enough so that I can actually swerve around him. Oh, I hit him, but it doesn't matter. I think it's going to be okay still. I'm going to hit these guys because these are taking up both lanes. But now I'll go into this lane and this lane, and we don't have to worry about it, but I'm going to have to squeeze through here. Sorry, guys. I tell you what, this is so much fun. Oh, no. Oh, wow. That tanker does actually hit me. It does actually give me a bit of a speed decrease there. But I think now, with this new tactic, we might find that we can complete this because we're not hitting absolutely everything in our path. Here we go through the middle again. Excuse me. See, I don't even have to worry about like trying to fit for a gap. It doesn't matter if I hit them. I reckon we're still going to get this. Here we are around these cars. Knocking it. Doesn't matter. Through this gap here. Woo! See, if that mini was a little bit faster, I would have hit him as well. I tell you, it's so much fun just hitting this. It is just a shame that you can't get that far with it. There we go. Oh, well, look, we've actually got some space fitting through, but we're going to have to crash into these guys. I love watching those bikes. Wow, he actually lands and keeps going. That's amazing. Oh, dear. I should probably not look backwards. I should look where I'm going. Well, it's definitely got a lot more top speed. That's what I can say. 105 miles an hour top speed already, and we're sort of averaging almost 100 miles an hour at this point. Here we go through here. We're starting to... Will we break the 105 on this bit down here? Ooh, I reckon 105 might be the top speed of this thing. Now, I can't tune this vehicle, but I am curious if I can with menus customs, because I want to see if I can actually tune this thing and see if I can get it even faster. We might just do another test race afterwards to see if we can get this even faster. But of course, in online mode, you won't be able to do that. That's something that would be single player only. Well, here we are, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. I'm going to have to ram through all of these because there's just no space for me to go. This is just another clogged up area. Here we go. But we are about to overtake the place that we were in last time. So we are already ahead. We are already doing way better than before because we died right about here. And in fact, if I hadn't been avoiding the cars before, I would have died actually a bit further back as well, but we are now already beating, and our time's better because we actually died at like 250 something, I think. So our time is even better than before, and that's obviously due to the fact that I'm not hitting everything because there is a lot more free lanes that I'm utilizing now. Can I fit through this gap? Can I fit? Don't worry about the bikers. They must time that so that it actually comes out when you're driving ahead. That's pretty cool, actually. There we go. I'm going to hit him, but I'm going to try and avoid the truck. There we go. And hit these people. We're getting so close. And the other one was like 4 minutes something. I've already forgotten the exact, but I know that we're only just getting into the 3-minute marker, so this is already way faster. We'd probably even get even faster still if I just use the hard shoulder. But of course, the whole point is we've got to ram cars out the way and across the line in 3 minutes 33.3. Wow, and a 5.3 second 0 to 60, 109 miles an hour top speed. I think we have done an absolutely fantastic job there. Now I want to try out the last thing. Let's just see if I can tune. Let's go to vehicle options, menus, customs. Yes, there is actually engine tuning and stuff like that. So I'm going to go back and do one quick final drag race and see if we can actually get this even faster than it already is. Okay, so just to remind ourselves of what it's like in normal mode, I'm just going to, without tuning, just see what sort of speed we can get again. So there's a 5.1 second 0 to 60 time. And I think what we're going to get, like a 21 second, or is it 23 maybe, on the time? I think that's what we got. We got something like that last time, but let's just see. And actually, what I want to try and aim for is to hit 100 miles an hour before we hit this when it's tuned. There we go. That's 23.4. That's a pretty good reminder. That's about what we got last time. Right, so let's go to vehicle options. And let's just actually just hide this thing first. Oh, God, everything's coming up. Let's just stop that first. Go to vehicle options, menus, customs, and then we're just going to go for engine. Level 4, brakes. Race brakes, don't need to worry about that button. Sticking it all on so we don't have any issues with anything. Competition suspension, lowering it because why not? Neons, well, they don't add weight in this game. In fact, neons don't actually trigger. Oh, well. Turn those off then. And extras, we have nothing, but we have the turbo. Now this should be even faster. Let's see. Okay, here we are at the start, and let's see what difference this has made. Oh, wow! 2.8 seconds 0 to 60. Good God. Okay, you can only experience this sort of speed if you've got it in single player, but this looks like we're going to hit 100 miles an hour. Oh, it's so close. Come on. 97, 98, 99. Come on, 100. No, we didn't hit 100. Oh, we hit 99 miles an hour. That is a 21.2 second run. But there we go, guys. That is it for this video. I'm very curious, again, with all of these things, because I don't play GT Online. I want to know what you guys have experienced with this sort of vehicle. I'd love to just let me know in the comment section. Has this helped you get better on missions and sort of like heists and stuff like that? Is it like really expensive? I don't actually know how much these cost. I imagine it's probably an absolutely extortionate amount of money. I'm very curious to see that. And just let me know in the comment section below what your experiences are with it. But that is it for this video. I would say that this thing is definitely much better than a standard truck. Just make sure you don't hit too many things or it will blow up prematurely. So there we go, guys. That is it. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.